Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this first whoop day of 2022. It's January the 5th, and I hope you are having a blessed and wonderful day. I hope your holidays went well, and I hope you rang in the new year with great expectations of wonderful blessings to come. Well, I want to share with you about an interview I was listening to when we were riding in the car and traveling. I listened to this interview of a rather high-profile person who is no longer with us, but in her lifetime, she struggled with many problems. She was a great entertainer and everybody loved her, but the problem is that she had a lot of behind-the-scenes issues that nobody knew about. Eventually, some of those things came to light, but there were a lot of things a lot of people didn't know. And one of the things that she had a struggle with was she kept making really bad decisions for her life. And one day, as she tells the story, she went to go hear a person speak. It was a motivational speaker. I believe he was a minister. He just really had good principles that he perpetuated to society. And it was just all about positive thinking and making right choices and so on and so forth. And she said that as she sat in his meeting, what he had to say was so profound that it actually changed the entire course of her life. She said this is the principle that she lived by from that day forward, and that is this. When I am faced with a decision to make, I must look at the mirror, look at my face in the mirror, and say these words. Is this good for me? Now, I would look in the mirror and I'd say, is this good for Jeannie? Or my husband would look in the mirror and say, is this good for Michael? And once you pause to make a decision like that, it can really, truly determine whether or not you make the decision. Now, please understand, it's not so simple that you'll never make a bad decision again in your life. She continued to make some bad decisions in her life, some that also altered things that weren't very good. But on a regular daily basis, if you take a breath and make a decision at that moment to stop, ponder, and ask yourself the question, is this good for me? It could very well change the way you do things in your life. Think about eating habits. Think about exercise habits. Think about even being in a workplace with other people, maybe having a discussion or a conversation with those around you love, your children, your spouse, your work friends, whatever it might be. If you took that moment to say, okay, before I put this unhealthy food in my mouth, which I have been very diligently trying to eat healthily, before I lapse into some bad habit patterns again, stop. Is it good for me? Is that a good thing for me to do? How about just something as simple as you're having a conversation with someone and you're tempted at that moment to lash out and say something that isn't right. That's me. I've got that problem. I have that foot in mouth disease. This has caused me to stop and think, wait a minute. If I say that to that person and you can't unring that bell, is that good for me? Should I be doing that? Should I be saying that? So I encourage you, boys and girls, we have 51 and a half weeks left to this year. Why don't we take these 51 and a half years? I'm going to challenge you because I'm challenging myself. Each time I'm tempted to do something that isn't very good for me, I'm going to stop. I'm going to look in the mirror and say, is that good for you, Jeannie? Should you be doing that? Is that good for you? And let me tell you, that could very well help change the course of your life in this coming year, this 2022, which is a year of hope and a year of really good things on the horizon for all of us, okay? A lot of that junk now is behind us. Let's go forward and let's ask that simple question. Oh my, is this good for me? Okay. Now, go be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. being a blessing is always good for you, and it's good for the person on the other end too. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please give me a thumbs up, would you? And subscribe by going to YouTube, JeanneSigler. That would be very good for you. You could be blessed by hearing my encouraging words, okay? And don't forget to hit that notification bell, hit that button, and you will be notified every time another Take Two is premiering. Don't forget to tune in to my program, Eyes of a New York Woman. You can listen on 2 different streaming channels, ultimateoldiesradio.com at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, every Saturday, AM and PM, and then again on Sunday at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, on oldies700.com, oldies700.com, and that's both AM and PM. Immediately following me on Oldie 700 is Chef Michael on the Road, so you get 2 hours of fun programming if you tune in on Sunday. All right, you be blessed. I love you all very much. Happy Hump Day, January of 2022, first one of the year. Let's be blessed. Let's go on, and let's ask ourselves that question. Is it good for me? I hope it is, and you'll keep doing good. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.